please hit that subscribe button. Hey everybody, better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live.
Hey everybody, I am back from vacation this past weekend, just in time for the start of the first round of the traditional 16 teams NHL playoffs, and that means bracket challenge time. Today I will be doing my official picks from now through the rest of the playoffs, all the way through to pick my Stanley Cup winner. This will be my official bracket challenge picks, so we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I got a lot wrong in the play-in rounds. Play-in rounds were just absolutely insane. How that all worked out. I mean, both 12 seeds beating the 5s. Nashville's out. Toronto's out. Pittsburgh's out. Edmonton's out. It was upset city here. I knew that this year was either going to be very, very heavy upsets or it was going to be like all the favorites. It was going to be one or the other. And so far, it's been very, very heavy on the upsets. So my prediction's not looking good because I went with very favorite heavy picks, and that has not been the case so far at all. Not every series, but most of the series. There's been a lot of upsets already, and the favorites have not won. But anyway, it's bracket challenge time now. You guys can play in the Off the Wall Hockey Bracket Challenge League. The link to it will be in the description. You still got time to sign up. It won't close until after the first game starts tomorrow. So you still have the rest of tonight and tomorrow to get your brackets in and join the league. So the link, again, will be in the description. But with that, let's flip over to the other screen here, and let's start with the bracket challenge. So first round, 1 versus 8 in the West is Vegas and Chicago. Yes, Vegas took the 1 seed. Not only were there a ton of upsets in the play-ins, the round robins were crazy as well. The 2 top seeds going in, St. Louis and Boston from each conference, dropped down to 4, both of them. Unbelievable action throughout these playoffs already, and it's only just starting. I am going to go with Vegas in this one, though. They are the 1 seed. And I can't see them losing to Chicago. I know I said the exact same thing about Edmonton, but really I don't see Vegas losing this. And honestly, with the way things have gone so far, this all feels like a big guessing game anyway. So I'm going with Vegas over Chicago. Colorado and Arizona. This is going to be an interesting series, but at the end of the day, I really just think Colorado has too much offense, too much scoring ability, and that the Avalanche will move on. Dallas and Calgary, this might be a surprise to some people. I am going to go Calgary here. I was really, really impressed with how Calgary looked against Winnipeg, and I think Calgary's going to get it done and move on past Dallas. Dallas has an offense issue. They have an offense issue. They struggle to score. I think it will be a close series, but I've got the Flames. And then St. Louis versus Vancouver. This is a really, really interesting one. I think before the playoffs started, I would have been heavily in favor of St. Louis in this one. But given how they played in the round robin, and Vancouver, other than losing game 1, took care of business against Minnesota, I'm going to say Vancouver wins that one, and that will give us second round matchups of Vegas versus Calgary and Colorado versus Vancouver, which would be that series right there would be absolutely spectacular. Moving on now to the East, where we have the 1 versus 8 matchup is Philadelphia. Yes, the Philadelphia Flyers are your number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and I have them beating Montreal. Montreal pulled off a miracle and somehow find a way to beat Pittsburgh. They're not beating Philadelphia. Flyers are way too good of a team this year to let that happen. I've got them moving on. Tampa Bay, Columbus. We all know what happened last year. One of the biggest choke jobs in NHL history. They meet again. This is going to be a really fun series. Columbus coming off knocking out the Maple Leafs in a 5-game series that came right down to the final game. Tampa Bay looked pretty strong in the round robin and are definitely a team to reckon with. They're my cup pick this year. The Lightning have been my cup pick this year throughout my predictions so far, so I'm going to have to go with the Lightning in that one. I think they get redemption over what happened last year and come back with a vengeance and do not let it happen again, and the Tampa Bay Lightning move on. Washington versus the New York Islanders. This is going to be a really, really fun series. I think both of these teams have a lot of things that I like about them, especially when it comes to playing in crunch time. Obviously, you've got Barry Trotz against his former team that he won a Stanley Cup with. Huge storyline there. At the end of the day, though, I'm going to go with the Washington Capitals. I think Washington does get it done and move on to play the Tampa Bay Lightning in the it would be no matter what because of the seeding, the Tampa Bay Lightning in the next round. And that brings us to Boston, Carolina. You guys who know, I was watching Boston closely, obviously, during the round robin, and was not impressed with their play one bit. I was not impressed with the Boston Bruins. As a fan, I was angry. You guys saw me during the Tampa Bay game, particularly. I was angry. They did not look good. Carolina, spectacular. I mean, they wiped the floor with the New York Rangers. I'm going Carolina. I think Carolina moves on to play the Flyers in the second round, and I think they're going to knock out Boston. Boston did not impress me with the way that they looked, and I think they're probably done. Did not win a game in the round robin. So that leaves us with a second round in the East of Philadelphia versus Carolina and Tampa Bay versus Washington. Those will be some insanely fun series. Let's head back over to the West. Vegas, Calgary. This is going to be a fun one, but I'm going with Vegas. I've got Vegas in that one. They're a team that I've been very high on pretty much, since before the playoffs started. I said that this was a dark horse team and that they could make a deep run. I got them going to the conference finals against the Colorado Avalanche, who I have been very, very high on all year long, and with all my other predictions as well, I have them going very, very deep. So that sets up a Vegas versus Colorado conference final out west. In the East, Philadelphia versus Carolina. I love what the Canes look like, but Philadelphia has been unreal this season. What a year for them. They're a hot team. They kind of reminds me of the Blues in the second half of last year. They're just a really hot team. So I'm going to say Philadelphia takes that series and moves on to the conference final where they play the Tampa Bay Lightning. I've got the Lightning moving past Washington. That will probably be a 7-game series. I really, really see that one going all the way. Anytime Washington, Tampa Bay plays each other, it's a great game. It's always a good matchup. It's really, really fun to watch. But I have the Lightning. I'm very high on the Lightning this year. You guys, I've been picking it in all my predictions. I've got the Lightning going all the way. So, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm changing that. I really don't. And that leads me to. My original predictions had a final between Colorado and Tampa Bay, and I am sticking with it. Both teams have, played well. They're both 2 seeds, and I think I'm sticking with it. So I've got Colorado over Vegas in the conference final. I've got Tampa Bay over Philadelphia in the conference final, and I've got the Tampa Bay Lightning defeating the Colorado Avalanche as your 2020 Stanley Cup champions. And I think they finish off the redemption story. They come back from after the brutal loss in the first round, the sweep in the first round last year. They come back and win the Stanley Cup in 2020 over Colorado, who is very, very close and will probably get a cup with this group, but it's not going to happen this year. I've got the Lightning. And enter total goals scored in the Stanley Cup final. Okay, let's say that would probably be a fairly high scoring series, probably say around 5 goals a game. Definitely going 6 or 7 games. So we're looking at somewhere between 30 and 35 goals in that series. Total, I'll go right in the middle with 33. And that is my final predictions there, guys. Tampa Bay over Colorado in the finals, 33 total goals scored, and a very long and hard-fought series for both of those teams. I think a lot of these matchups are going to lead to very long series. There are a lot of great matchups, and they're going to be a lot of fun to watch. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys. That's my final bracket. Remember, you can play your bracket challenge in the Bracket Challenge League for this channel. The link will be in the description to join. and you can see how your picks match up against mine, and all the other people who join and are subscribers of the channel. And at the end of the day, we'll see who ends up with the best bracket and who comes closest to picking the actual champion and as many of the series as they can get right. But with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, links to our Patreon merchandise store and donation link are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.